Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and this is part 3 of unknown questions asked by the church, people that have been confusing people, and to certain people, certain aspects confuse a lot of people, and a lot of people have different answers on what really they should do. Anyway, let's get back on this thing. Where were we? I had to leave to go somewhere, but Yeah, I think I was done with one. Anyway, I think I'll go to the child one. Now, I told you something about the children, that they are the answer. Now, if you're asking a biblical question to a child, and they don't know what it really is, or they get something wrong, don't be too ashamed about that, because that's probably something in the Bible that children haven't quite grasped yet, and also know that they're just beginning to knowledge, but really they have the faith, and anything that is in the Bible that belongs to good amount of faith, that they should really be able to full grasp on, because children have a lot of faith, and when the older you are, the less you get the faith, unless you just know God a little more every day, and that in that case you get more faith. Anyway, now can you actually have a limit on faith? Well, God sometimes does that to people, yes, but sometimes God, when you ask for more faith, He'll just give it to you. That's all. It just takes more faith to do that, that's all. Another question that people ask. Can you lose salvation? That is the most important one. Well, it just depends on if you really want to or not. If you feel that this is not your place, or if you just feel that you give up or anything like that, that's your choice. Now, you can't accidentally lose faith. Can't accidentally lose acceptance. But if you want to, yeah, you can lose the acceptance. But that really grieves the Holy Spirit, though, and that's just unsigning the contract. Unless you want to sign the contract again, and it'll be kind of impossible to do that, because it's God says if you don't want to do that, then you'll have your choice made, and it's impossible. And if you're really that desperate, then I don't know. You'll say, I'm sorry, but you've made a choice. But if you start calling to Him like Solomon did, well, then He will, maybe you were young, maybe you just got too influenced by the devil, or demons had you under bondage. Anyone that really says, "Oh, I don't really want to do this. I really don't really want to do this. I don't want to lose my I don't really want to lose my acceptance by God, or what they call salvation." He'll grant you with that wish. And when you get off track a little bit, He'll bring you on track again, no matter what. So really, it is possible to lose acceptance, but He'll gladly help you no matter what. He's the most loving God, and you can be rest assured that He'll be helping you no matter what. So really, unless you really are pagan and dangerous to the kingdom, and or are dangerous to the kingdom, you can be guaranteed that God will keep that acceptance of His and He'll keep you in the book of life. And you cannot be right now the book of life, now can you? He can show you in the dream that you've been written in the book of life, unless you don't have special knowledge, which most people don't have special knowledge. So that's all I can say. And in my case, I'm personal. In some of my cases, it's personal. So if you ask for me, well, let's say that you, so what is your life going to be like? That's what you couldn't say. What is your life going to be like in the future? That I believe is personal to me, but that's personal to everyone else too. What's the future entertainment going to be like? That's also personal to me, because I've had personal dreams about that too. But if you say, oh, what is heaven like? I'll gladly answer you that question, and I'll answer you that right now about Jesus. What do you look like? Now, what does Jesus look like? What does the Father look like in all His glory? Well, first off, you'll be dead if you really see the Father in His glory. But how do you see the Father? Well, actually, you'll see Jesus. That's what I believe. Now, Jesus is the Father, but the Father is the mind that controls Him. He's the command and all that. So basically what He looks like is Jesus. But what His command is all about is hidden in heaven. So, what does the Father look like? He looked like what He looked like on Earth. Was like a kind of scruffy looking, but regular, kind of like happy looking. Not like the Jesus on certain channels, but he was. He was really a delight to go to for certain people, but for other people he was just nuts. I mean, the whole thing mocking Him and putting Him on the cross like that and rejoicing over that made Him really cry. And then just to bury Him in openable tomb. Like, those two men were carrying a rock that weighed, I would say, at least 2 tons or even more. And Jesus moving that rock, and those two men like fainting like dead men. He looks like a light, but really, I mean, he looks like a true man of authority. He has a robe, but really he has he has a robe. He has a like, let's say he has a red robe on the back, a sash too that's large in the front, a white robe in front of him and in the back. It's all over the body, of course. But I also know that he is like strong build, really strong build, not like tough looking, but muscle seen, but not like Thunder, but really more like somehow you can see like maybe like the Napoleon, I don't know. But he has darkish hair, like the whole world of hair. He looks like true authority. He really has kind of tall build, more like I don't know. Maybe even 7 foot. How many inches would that be? It's 60, 72. 6 foot. Well, I would say like 7 something. That's all I can say. Now, That's all I have for him. He's like beautiful looking, really beautiful, and with strong authority and power. Not like booming, but more like real authority. And was basically, major in helping others and being nice to everyone. That's the beautiful thing about him. And his love, you cannot compare his love. And how to be accepted by him? Like I said before, just be accepted by calling out to him and crying out to him, and he will answer. Takes a lot of faith, though. Some people don't have that much faith, and that people that had really little faith back then, same today. I think back then they had more faith than today, especially in America, where it seems like faith is non-existent except for in terms of church and all those miracles happen. Cool, that's pretty cool. Now, if you're asking for miracles, that will not happen. But faith, knowing all those miracles that happened back in the biblical days, and knowing how someone can actually, oh, shit, that. Ooh, it's way over. We'll do another video, okay?